Okay, it's 7 o'clock. I'd like to call a meeting to order. Please rise for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, everybody's present tonight. Old business. Item number 1 is approval of special meeting minutes. The special meeting minutes of October 19, 2023 were provided for review. I need a motion to approve the special meeting minutes of October 19, 2023 as presented.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Call the roll.
Mr. Major,
Yes.
Mr. Garvey,
Yes.
Mr. Bueller,
Yes.
Mr. Clemens,
Yes.
Mr. Brungard,
Yes.
Mr. Stednica,
Yes.
Mr. Gardner,
Abstain.
Mr. Kirby.
Yes.
Motion passed. Approval of minutes. The regular meeting minutes of October 19, 2023 were provided for review. I need a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of October 19, 2023 as presented.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Call the roll.
Mr. Major,
Yes.
Mr. Garvey,
Yes.
Mr. Bueller,
Yes.
Mr. Clemens,
Yes.
Mr. Brungard,
Yes.
Mr. Stednica,
Yes.
Mr. Gardner,
Abstain.
Mr. Kirby.
Yes.
Motion passed. Audience participation. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to address the council on an item that is not on the agenda? No takers. Presentations, new business, Lansing Town Center North Final Plat. Approval is being sought for a replat of Lot 1 of Lansing Town Center. If approved, the final plat will subdivide approximately 14.5 acres into 2 lots and 1 tract of 3.866 and 1 of 9.8633 and 1 of 0.086 acres respectively to allow potential future construction of a multifamily development on Lot 1 and commercial development on Lot 2. So are those numbers right, Josh? What is the 0.08?
That is a
Easement or something?
tract.
Okay.
There's open space requirements, so that's the tract.
Just want to make sure because we're talking 2 lots, but I gave 3 numbers.
Isn't it like a it's a green space requirement that's required on all multifamily? So I think that's something that's newer from our comp plan, like any type of multifamily facility requires 10%.
Yeah, it depends on in this case it was I believe 10-12%.
Okay.
And it's essentially covers the park area that was existing already on the plans, and so we determined that met the
Okay,
requirements
just
of the
want to
ADO.
make sure there wasn't any confusion there. The Planning Commission approved the final plat and recommended approval, so I need a motion to approve or deny the dedication of land as described by the Lansing Town Center North final plat.
Move to approve the dedication of land as described. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? No? Call roll.
Mr. Major,
Yes.
Mr. Garvey,
Yes.
Mr. Bueller,
Yes.
Mr. Clemens,
Yes.
Mr. Brungard,
Yes.
Mr. Stednica,
Yes.
Mr. Gardner,
Yes.
Mr. Kirby.
Yes.
Motion approved. Item number 4 is equipment replacement request. An equipment replacement request for an upgrade to the Finance Department software has been made. I need a motion to authorize the finance software upgrade in the amount of $80,000 from the Equipment Reserve Fund.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion on this one?
Who's the company that's going to do it?
Tyler Technologies.
I'm sorry?
That's Tyler Technologies.
Tyler Technology. Thank you. The software that you're using right now is from 1993. Did I read that right?
1990, yep.
Yeah.
It was DOS based originally, and they upgraded it to function with Windows, and we've done well with it, and we could continue, but they're starting to not support it, and it's very limited in what it can do compared to what some of the newer software offers. Like, for example, we're getting more and more residents who call and are like, can I see my balance anywhere? I don't know where, and we can't. We have to look it up for them. We can't reprint a bill for them if we need to. So it's very limiting.
And that's the very beginning of computer
Yes.
programs and
Yeah.
stuff was in the 92, 93 timeframe.
Yes, so Tyler Technologies also they have fund balance under their umbrella of services, and this will be an upgrade. It's also, I know our IT people always have concerns about fund balance because they have to take off some of the security features in order for it to function properly. So with this upgrade, that should eliminate a lot of those issues.
So I guess we got our money's worth out of the original computer.
We got our money's worth.
Will there be a training program for this new stuff or anything?
That's included in this upgrade. It should be, it functions a lot like fund balance. I mean, like the features we're going to be familiar with them because of it's the same company. So it should be a fairly easy transition. Bonner Springs upgraded to Encode a couple of years ago, and so I've talked to them, and we're going to go down and visit with them and look at the software. We're going to have a demo done for staff. So they said it was a fairly easy transition to this software.
It's also a company that's coming in once a week, dedicated time each week to come in to handle any issues.
So that's Sorwell.
different.
That's the IT company. So this is,
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Tyler Tech they're based out of Texas. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Tyler Tech.
So,
Okay. Got
I know
confused.
one of the interesting things, and I think you've spoken to me about this, like if someone mistakenly submits like a speeding ticket fine through utility billing or vice versa, don't we have to go through a whole procedure to
Yeah.
undo it? Whereas you'd think it's something like that, it's all to the city. You'd think it would be easy, but it's
Right.
kind of challenging. So certainly I think this will be a good thing for the finance department.
Is this an enterprise solution where all the money being handled by all the departments goes through this software?
Yes. Yeah. So, and it'll be nice because right now, if department heads want to look at a report, we push it out rather than being able to get in and just pull up a report. We're hoping it'll also kind of automate our accounts payable system and make it more paperless. So that will eliminate some of the paperwork.
Any other discussion on this one? No? Call the roll.
Mr. Major,
Yes.
Mr. Garvey,
Yes.
Mr. Bueller,
Yes.
Mr. Clemens,
Yes.
Mr. Brungard,
Yes.
Mr. Stednica,
Yes.
Mr. Gardner,
Yes.
Mr. Kirby.
Yes.
Motion passed. Item number 5 is Resolution B-5-2023. Bond Counsel Gilmore and Bell has prepared Resolution B-5-2023, declaring the intent of the city to reimburse expenditures related to the McIntyre Sewer Project with proceeds of general obligation bonds. So I need a motion to adopt Resolution number B-5-2023, authorizing improvements to the sewer system of the city and providing for the payment and cost thereof.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion on this one? Nope. Call the roll.
Mr. Major,
Yes.
Mr. Garvey,
Yes.
Mr. Bueller,
Yes.
Mr. Clemens,
Yes.
Mr. Brungard,
Yes.
Mr. Stednica,
Yes.
Mr. Gardner,
Yes.
Mr. Kirby.
Yes.
Motion passed. Item number 6 is executive session preliminary discussion of the acquisition of real property. I need a motion to enter into executive session for the preliminary discussion of the acquisition of real property pursuant to KSA 75-4319 Bravo 6 for 15 minutes, starting at 7:09 and ending at
24.
7:24.
So moved. Second.
A motion and a second. Call the roll.
Mr. Major,
Yes.
Mr. Garvey,
Yes.
Mr. Bueller,
Yes.
Mr. Clemens,
Yes.
Mr. Brungard,
Yes.
Mr. Stednica,
Yes.
Mr. Gardner,
Yes.
Mr. Kirby.
Yes.
We are in executive session. Yeah, we're going.
Oh, that's funny.
That's not funny.
I thought it was. Beth was laughing.
We made the motion to open.
Need a motion.
Second.
Who made the motion?
I did.
Gene.
You did?
I have a motion and a second to return to open session. Call the roll.
Mr. Major,
Yes.
Mr. Garvey,
Yes.
Mr. Bueller,
Yes.
Mr. Clemens,
Yes.
Mr. Brungard,
Yes.
Mr. Stednica,
Yes.
Mr. Gardner,
Yes.
Mr. Kirby.
Yes.
We are back at open session. And there were no binding
Thank you.
commitments during the executive session. Okay.
I need to make a motion to continue negotiations on the acquisition of real estate.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to continue negotiations on real estate. Call a roll.
Mr. Major,
Yes.
Mr. Garvey,
Yes.
Mr. Bueller,
Yes.
Mr. Clemens,
Yes.
Mr. Brungard,
Yes.
Mr. Stednica,
Not sure how I should vote. I'm personally involved with this.
abstain.
You abstain.
Mr. Gardner,
Yes.
Mr. Kirby.
Yes.
Motion passed. Item number 7 is executive session, attorney-client privilege. Need a motion to enter into executive session for consultation with the attorney for the city, which will be deemed privileged in an attorney-client relationship, KSA 75-4319 Bravo 2, for 15 minutes. No, I'm sorry, for 10 minutes, beginning at 7:26 and ending at 7:36.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. Call a roll.
Mr. Major,
Yes.
Mr. Garvey,
Yes.
Mr. Bueller,
Yes.
Mr. Clemens,
Yes.
Mr. Brungard,
Yes.
Mr. Stednica,
Yes.
Mr. Gardner,
Yes.
Mr. Kirby.
Yes.
We are in executive session.
I got all my books. I can go through and read all these notes again. I'll probably touch some of those.
Take some of that's tailored to that, yeah.
I move we return to open session.
Second.
Thank
A
you.
motion and a second to return to open session. Call the roll.
Mr. Major,
Yes.
Mr. Garvey,
Yes.
Mr. Bueller,
Yes.
Mr. Clemens,
Yes.
Mr. Brungard,
Yes.
Mr. Stednica,
Yes.
Mr. Gardner,
Yes.
Mr. Kirby.
Yes.
We've returned to open session and no binding decisions were made during the executive session. We'll move on to reports. Any department heads? No. City attorney?
Nothing to report, Mayor, other than the state of Kansas court system is down. So it's been down since October 11th. So there's been a security incident. So just cyber awareness, I guess. Because we're back to the Stone Ages with paper.
They get hacked. Something might get done.
They're not saying what happened.
Is it a ransom thing? Like,
They're just calling it.
Security incident.
okay.
That's all I know.
Can I take a mulligan?
Sure, department heads.
To tack onto that, there will be some changes coming in terms of cybersecurity. We'll brief you more on that at a later date, but we will also have Sorwell here to help you through that process. But there will be some changes upcoming.
Awesome. That's great news. City engineer, not here. Tim?
I know one of the things we always get positive feedback about is the Lansing connection. The company that we'd been working with for a while, they got bought out. I think it's a company out of Pennsylvania or something like that. So unfortunately, it sounds like the current issue of the connection is going to be a little bit later than we were originally anticipating. But the company that bought out the other company, I think they've tried to assure us that most everything else will stay similar.
Both paper and electronic?
Yeah, so I think we can. I think we'll be able to
Ken
put out
wants
the
to say
election.
something. Maybe he has some more.
The digital version will be available tomorrow on the website. I'll send out a link in the Friday e-blast.
Yeah.
So it's a printed version that's going to be delayed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I know about a week and a half ago, Mayor attended the ribbon cutting for On Demand Mechanical. I know you guys have probably noticed that on K7. I think it's the site of the former Marco Motors. Those guys have just done such a fantastic job with that building. It's a new business in town. I think it employs, 15 people or so.
15, and he tries to use local subcontractors.
Exactly. So just a real welcome addition to Lansing. We're so thankful for On Demand Mechanical and the improvements they've made to that building. So kudos to them. Be sure to check them out for all your heating, cooling, plumbing needs. So Spooky Center was last week. Jason said we had over 270 kids. So that was a really great event for the city and the children in our community. One thing I was going to say too, and some of you guys who have been on council for a while might remember this. Several years ago when we were doing equipment replacement requests, if you guys remember, we would have like 10, 11, 12 different requests from people. So I'm really thankful for department heads doing a good job maintaining their equipment and being reasonable in their requests. We went from 8 years ago having 10 or 11 requests to having one this year. So kudos to the department heads, and also kudos to you guys for working hard to make sure our equipment is up to date. Along those lines too, some of the equipment that we're replacing, it's going up for public auction. A few of the vehicles that are up will be in the parking lot, so you guys will see like a Ford Ranger, a Ford van, and a Ford Explorer, and then there's some equipment at the street shop too that's going up for auction. And that'll be on the Purple Wave website. So that's all I have.
All right. Thanks, Tim. Go around the horn, Marcus.
Yeah, Mayor, and Tim and others. So thank you all, and thank you, Beth, for the budget piece and helping us get with the computer program since 1993. I was thinking, wait a minute, we had computers in Desert Storm, but I would load 16 discs in the computer just to get Word working and then offload. You remember that?
Yep.
Remember that, Greg? So, but the program's running around 91, 92, 93, so goodness gracious, man, that's back when we had 386s and 486s. Remember that?
I had a Super Sport.
So anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Next weekend is Veterans Day. Just want to put that out to everybody to pat your veterans on the back and be aware of the amount of travel and traffic. It's a long weekend. There's going to be a lot of that going around. And then last thing I got is, hey, thanks to On Demand and 5 Minute Oil. I see the 5 Minute Oil is pretty dang busy too. So business is coming to Lansing. We're increasing. That's a good news story. And then last thing is Mayor's Christmas tree. Have we already covered the Mayor's Christmas tree sign up or take some ornaments to bring?
We'll be putting the trees with the little tags out there in
This next week.
We just got over.
The big celebration, I think, is on the first Sunday of December at the auditorium at the middle school. I can't recall if we're still accepting.
We are. We extended the deadline.
We did.
For that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys know of any families,
We have 6 right now.
6. Okay. So if you know of any families that are in hard times right now, let us know. I think we always reach out to the school district and ask them. We do require some type of validation of income. So I mean, we do double check on that.
Okay.
But if you guys know of anyone who would benefit from that program, please let us know.
All right. Thank you. That's all I got, man.
All right. Thanks, Jesse.
I'll jump on Marcus's back about the Veterans Day being next weekend. That's going to be a big parade, I'm sure, downtown Leavenworth. It'll be on a Saturday. Hopefully they'll have great weather for that. I'm hoping so. Right. Hopefully it'll be a packed crowd. But other than that, Tuesday, I think we have an election coming up. So be sure and get out and vote. Think? You think there's an election?
Is there an election?
That's all I got.
Thanks, Jesse. Greg.
Yes, there is an election on Tuesday. Get out to vote. Tim, thanks to the staff. It's been a great year. And everybody's done wonderful jobs. And on this day, in 2016, the Chicago Cubs defeated the Cleveland Indians in the World Series, ending the longest Major League Baseball championship drought after 108 years.
Well, that was a load off my mind.
It's about the most exciting thing that's happened on this day in history.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Greg. Dan.
I sent out an email to all the commissioners. If you did not receive it, it was because 3 of you got kicked back. I got with the IT people tonight. You'll be receiving the email tomorrow. As you're in there, if you got some ideas on funding for the LCPA, please, I'm looking for ideas. The biggest thing with the Leavenworth County Commissioners' issues with the Port Authority is they weren't being kept aware of what was going on, how the monies were being used, They wanted to be part of the decision-making cycle. So there are some changes that will be coming around, but they were happy with the Port Authority. One of the things that I've heard unofficially is they want to own the industrial parks instead of making the city buy them. So I think that's actually to our benefit. And so some changes are coming about. So as they become official, I'll be shooting you some emails. That's everything there.
All right, thanks, Dan. Carrie?
God bless the veterans and really great work staff. Amazing work back there. That's all I have.
All right, thanks, Carrie. Don?
They said it all. Just get up early to watch the Chiefs, I guess, on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8:30.
That's all I got, Mayor.
Yeah.
First, I'd like to thank everybody from the city for their kind words and support from a couple weeks ago. It's greatly appreciated. And a month ago, we were addressing a sensitive issue on that Thursday night, and when one of the residents was trying to talk, I interrupted her and followed that up with a personal experience. Interrupting people is not uncommon, but my behavior was unexcusable that night. What I did was rude, it was wrong, and it was unprofessional. When these people come to talk to the council, they come here for a reason, and they deserve a lot more respect than what that person got that night from me. So I need to do a better job of understanding that. That's all I have.
All right, thanks, Kevin. Gene?
Yeah, it's all been said. I will just say I is participating in the mayor's Christmas tree and making deliveries with the bikes and the groceries. And you go to people's homes and see what a difference it's going to make, especially in the lives of small children who want to believe in Santa Claus, and the help that we give single parents and grandparents. It really is a worthy cause. It's worthwhile, and we'll be taking angels and contributing along with it. So it's a really great program, and I'm glad we're continuing it. And with that, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion and a second, but before we call the roll, just a reminder on the food drive, right, is Sunday at Dillon's, the Boy Scouts, for the Christmas program. So,
Okay.
all right. I have a motion and a second to adjourn. Call the roll.
Mr. Major,
Yes.
Mr. Garvey,
No.
Mr. Bueller,
What the heck? No.
You two will be.
so sorry, Mr. Clemens,
Yes?
Mr. Brungar,
Yes.
Mr. Stednicka,
Yes.
Mr. Gardner,
Yes.
Mr. Kirby.
Please.
We are adjourned.